wanted to ask, I know you touched on this a little bit, some of you, but the president joking about arresting Governor Newsom.
I don't think that was a joke. That wasn't a joke.
So, I mean, speak to that, the concern that this is
I would say I'm
legitimate-
against arresting any of the most prominent elected officials in this country. But if you're going to elect a prominent elected official, start with the one with 34 felony convictions.
Let's also be clear, then the
Come here.
borders are said that he wasn't gonna do it. Because obviously, if they did arrest Gavin Newsom, then it would change the narrative. And then it would be about the illegal arrest of a sitting governor who was elected by the majority of voters in the state of California, and not about a felon who is in the White House who is manufacturing chaos to distract from the fact that he is cutting hundreds of billions of dollars in needed programs that will kill people. This is about if it bleeds, it leads. So he has created and manufactured violence so that he can have a show on the television. But other people, older people, folks who are disabled, young people are going to be bleeding when Medicaid gets cut, when people are evicted from their homes. And this has been an illegal deployment of the Marines and the National Guards without the request or the consent of the sitting mayor and the sitting governor of the state of California.
So are you suggesting this is
So what we're
sideshow
talking
to
about here
distract
is
from-
bad faith enforcement of our immigration laws. As the Speaker Emerita alluded to, people have to check in. People are following the law when their cases have not been fully adjudicated, and ICE is doing something unprecedented. They are arresting and deporting people who are following the law. That has understandably created people who have been put in an impossible situation. Americans do want our immigration laws enforced, but they're also fair. They don't like unfairness. They don't like people being denied due process rights. And that's what's actually going on also here when people show up to their hearings and then thinking they're obeying the law and then seeing their families being arrested and taken away, or showing up to schools and parents separated from their kids. This is going to inflame communities. These are intentional acts of inflammation by this administration. They need to pull back. They need to pull back the National Guard, and they need to rein in ICE's inflammatory tactics.
Are you suggesting, though, this is a distraction from the big, beautiful bill and the unpopularity?
Yes.
of it?
Go ahead. All right, right here.